What's up, man?
Nothing much. It's been a while since we recorded.
Yeah.
It's been some time.
It's been about a minute.
Yeah, it is what it is. But we've been going back and forth on like the true crime stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of dropped the ball. Well, it kind of dropped the ball because what we were talking about, we wanted to do Jim Jones next. And
Yeah.
dude, it's massive. Like, that is a massive story. And I was like, we're recording tomorrow, and I'm like a quarter of the way through. So let's do an album review.
Yeah, that's fine. That Jim Jones stuff, I mean, maybe not everyone knows right away who he is, but there has been so many movies, TV shows, cartoons even, with like Family Guy and what that have hit this topic. But I mean, once you know, like, oh yeah, I know who that dude is, and then you hear everything else, you're like, damn, dude, that's messed up,
Yeah. So
we'll save it for the next episode.
Yeah. Yep. So we're gonna pop off to the next and the next subject, which Limp Bizkit released an album. We're approaching on 3 years. We're about 2.5 years. Titled "Still Sucks."
Mm-hmm.
Quite the ironic album title.
Right.
And just figured
for a reason.
Yeah, figured like why not give this a track by track review? A lot of our listeners listen to them, and I just feel like I really wanted to go back, like a little bit of a retro review, and it's like, all right, how's this thing holding up? Yeah. Because, dude, out of nowhere, like in 2021 at Lollapalooza, like Hulu was broadcasting it, so a lot of people were watching it. And everybody, it was so weird. Everyone kept talking about Limp Bizkit. You got to see Limp Bizkit's performance. You got to see this. You got to see this. And I was like, really? Like, all right. Like, I haven't heard any relevancy of Limp Bizkit in years.
Mm-hmm.
Like in 2011, they released Gold Cobra, and that album commercially kind of fell flat. So I was like, all right, well, I guess.
Well, I officially thought that they were done at that point.
Well, yeah, because
it was so long. It's just like I think that's it, man. Like, just hang it up. You had a good run.
Yeah, because before Gold Cobra was Results May Vary in 2003.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was 8 years until Gold Cobra, and then they kept saying like, yeah, we're gonna release an album called Stampede of the Disco Elephants. You remember that?
Yep, I do.
And it went on like, okay, it'll release in 2013. It'll release in early 2014, and then it was just like the band members weren't together. Wes Borland doesn't know what's going on. DJ Lethal actually got fired from the job, or from the band, and it was just like a mess. And like you said, I was like, it's just never gonna happen.
Wasn't that like 2017 when all that was happening?
It was like, I think it ranged.
I want to say it was 17 when it was like really like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, it ranged everywhere from there. Like, it was weird. Like Limp Bizkit, they kept like popping up for a second, like peeking their heads out, like, oh yeah, we're gonna try and get something going, and it always fell flat. And then all of a sudden, like, hey, we got a new song or a new album out on Halloween. Boom, just like that. It was like, what the fuck? Like, hardly any, like, the only like commercial, I guess, advertisement they had was at the end of Lollapalooza when they played Dad Vibes. Well, that's when
he played Dad Vibes. That was in September, so that was about a month before the album dropped.
And that was like crazy. Like, it was so weird after that performance, after Fred Durst came out looking like an old man. And honestly, like, I think it was the pandemic. Like, we're just getting out of the pandemic, and people just wanted to have fun and forget about about all the shit going on. And I guess it was just like an opportunity for Limp Bizkit, like, just to come back, and people wanting that nostalgic feeling of just, they were obviously not taking themselves too serious during the performance. So.
Oh no, I mean, you're the one who sent me that video. Like, dude, check out, this is a new song by them. I was like, oh shit. Okay, that was what, 10 years now? Like, okay.
Yeah.
But I was like, all right, this ain't too bad. I dig this now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a dad. I like
Yeah.
it. But so yeah, they had that, and then yeah, they had then it came out on Halloween, and I had no idea like what to expect at all.
Mm-hmm.
They released some other songs like in that time being during that break. The song Lights. You ever hear the song Lights by Limp Bizkit?
Was that a long time ago?
A long time ago. I had a buddy
like
send it to me.
2014 or 15 or something like that.
Something around there. My buddy thought it was a joke. Like, he's like,
I think
dude.
I do remember it.
He's like, this is like a Rihanna song. And I listened to it. I was like, ooh, this is bad. Like, I was like, this is. Oh, God, that hurts. And then I got a story for this one real quick. They released Ready to Go with Lil Wayne.
Mm.
So that song got released, and I went to a buddy's house with a fifth of Jaeger, and I was like, hey, we got to hear this song. This song is freaking awesome. And one guy stopped in, which was our other buddy, and he's like, I can't stay long, dude. He just got back out of work. He still has a lanyard on. Just got out of work, and he's like, I'm leaving for a cruise. I got to be up at 3 a.m. I was like, well, just do like 1 or 2 shots with us. We finished that fifth playing Ready to Go on, on like constantly.
Nice.
He had to call his wife and say, hey, you got to pick me up from Nate's house. That woman hated me after that. I guess he still had work to do. So he had to go home and, like, drunk off his ass, fill out these reports at, like, 11 o'clock at night.
Dude.
He hadn't packed at all. Had to be up at 3 a.m. Oops.
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they released Thieves, finally, because everyone loved this song back in Woodstock 99.
That was it was a cover by what, Ministry?
Ministry, yeah. Yep.
That was a good one.
Yeah, and then Endless Slaughter, which, I'll be honest, I really loved. It reminded me of like a Suicidal Tendencies song. But then that was it.
Yeah.
That was it until all of a sudden they dropped this on us, and I guess we can go track by track.
Yeah, yeah.
And
so what brought this whole thing on about doing Limp Bizkit is this past weekend, I posted their Lollapalooza break stuff. It was just seeing the crowd
in Chile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Argentina.
Okay, all right.
And then I was like, oh, this is pretty sweet. I was like, yeah, I'll just pass it along. I'll throw it up there and see whatever. Well, it got 12,000 hits on it.
Yeah.
Over 200 likes, and I'm like, holy shit. Okay, what's going on here?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I posted another one of them doing Nookie, and it didn't take off right away, but it's moving. It's moving. So
Yeah.
But I was like, holy crap. I was like, man, like maybe we should do a Limp Bizkit episode, because obviously they're still relevant. you know? So, I mean, even this album came out 2 years ago. 3 years ago. 3 years ago.
That video you posted with them singing break stuff, dude, that crowd is so loud. They're
Dude.
over him. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Fred is singing. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
I was like, this is crazy.
I miss crowds like that. Like, I get it. I'm 37. I'm seeing a lot of these bands, that we're all getting older,
Mhm.
and the crowds are not like that anymore. A lot of people are
No.
just kind of watching, and there'll be a mosh pit like a little bit here and there, but like to see an ocean of people like that, I was like, damn, I miss that so much. Like, that is so awesome.
Yeah, that was sweet. And that's why I figured, I was like, well, let's try it and see what we can get out. Even still before that, I released the Slipknot one.
Yeah.
With the new, what you sent me with the new Mass and drummer, or that might have been Eric, your brother. I don't know.
It was me, yeah.
But I was like, this is pretty sweet. So I was like, let's share the wealth, put it out there, and that got almost 1,000 hits on that one. I was like, wow, heavy metal's still there, man. It's still there.
Yeah, man, we should do Slipknot too. Corey's voice sounds so amazing right now.
Dude, those masks they're pretty nasty.
Yeah, those masks are sweet.
I was just looking at them individually. Someone took pictures and they all display. I was like, wow.
That's Corey's best mask, probably since Iowa. Like, that mask is out of control sweet.
Yeah, and dude, I thought that was pretty sick too.
Yeah. Yep. And the dreads are so freaking long. So
I know.
Yeah, it just looks wild. All right. Okay. All right. Still sucks. Let's go down the track. So we have an opening of the first track, Out of Style, which this has one of the sweetest crunchy guitar riffs by Wes Borland.
I love this song.
Yeah.
When it first started, you're like, okay. And then just poof, like, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then it gets into it, and then you're like, wow, dude, this sounds like Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
Like, this is fucking Limp Bizkit.
Yeah. It was so weird. Like, I thought for sure, like, he would have been rapping over the verse, but it slows down. A nice, slow, mellow before it, just hops into this, like, ridiculous rap-filled chorus with that riff in the back. Did you ever see the music video for this?
No, I don't think I have.
Oh, my gosh. Well, they did a deep fake, and Fred Durst, off the top of my head, I'm going off the top of my head, Fred Durst is Putin. Wes Borland is Joe Biden. DJ Lethal is Zelensky.
Oh, jeez.
John Otto is... Who's John Otto? Kim Jong-un. And then Sam.
Oh, dude, I remember.
I can't remember who Sam is. Sorry, Sam. But yeah, they're all... Dude, it's just ridiculous. They're just in the driveway, like, jamming out. That's gonna bother me if who fuck Sam is, but yeah, pretty interesting take. But yeah, this one's a banger. Like, that riff is fucking dirty. That is a dirty riff.
Yeah,
but simple. Like, not simple.
It's sweet.
The song is simple. Like, yeah, it doesn't try to go out from it. But even the chorus, that yeah, awesome. And then it rolls into Dirty Rotten Biscuit.
That's another sweet one.
I partook in some drinks the other week. It was like a week or two ago, and I'm playing my brother in NHL 24, and he turns on. He goes, "Well, I'm gonna turn on a playlist on what I was listening to back in 2022." And I was like, all right. And this song came on, and I sang the whole thing, and he goes, dude, you are fucking ridiculous. he's like, I am positive you know the songs better than Limp Bizkit. And I was like, what? He goes, you're just drunk off your ass, just like going through this whole thing. But dude, this was another one. Awesome guitar riff.
Yeah, I love the opening. Yeah, it gets into it.
Yeah, it almost reminded me of Hot Dog when I first heard it, but it's not as similar.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that one was a good one. I love the like Fred nailed the choruses.
I need a biscuit. Yeah.
On this album, but yeah, that was a good one. And then Dad Vibes at number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Just an absolutely ridiculous song.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Mm. I don't have much to say about it. Yeah, I tried. I would my wife would be like, I can't believe you're listening to this song right now. This is stupid. I'm like, that is why I'm listening to it. And then that was followed by Turn It Up, Bitch.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That was more of a DJ Lethal type, wasn't it?
Right. It reminds me of like a like a white trash Cypress Hill. Like the bass is just like the bass is almost boom.
Well, because it's just a doom, boom, 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 yeah.
Boom. But it's a good song. It's a good like whatever song. Like I'll bounce my head to it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a short song. Like majority of these songs are short.
Dude,
this album too.
Yeah, it's 12 songs and it's only 30 minutes.
Yeah,
we'll talk about
pretty
that.
Crazy.
Yeah, and then it's followed out by an NXS cover for "Don't Change." Have you ever heard the original?
No.
By NXS.
No.
Dude, this song is a lot more upbeat. Much faster tempo than what Limp Bizkit did. Like Limp Bizkit slowed it way down. It kind of made it sounds more emotional.
I tell you what, because I actually want to bring this up on because this song, it really makes you feel like Fred can sing good. Like he's a good singer.
Yeah.
Like I know he gets in his rap moments and whatnot, but this just acoustic in the back, and it's like, damn, dude, he actually has a good voice, you know? Like, this is actually one of my more favorite songs on this album.
I really like this song, too.
It's just a chill fucking song.
Yeah.
And, I love that one. That was a good one.
Yeah, it was a good... I like it. It was a really good mix-up. If Limp Bizkit could do one thing very well, it's covering songs.
Mm-hmm. I don't have to listen to the other... I didn't know... I know they worked with them a lot on that album. Wasn't there a couple songs that they...
I don't think so.
Maybe it was just that one.
I think it was just that one. I think it's the only.
So maybe it was.
But yeah, there was but yeah, they're just very good at covering songs and somehow completely turning it into their own, and it works somehow. Like if you would have told, I will never forget. My mom was like, "Is this really a George Michael song?" When they released Faith, and she was like, "This is awesome." Like my mom was like, "This is really good," until it got to the end, and she's like, "Yeah, it's too much." Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the next song, which is honestly I think it's my favorite song in a long time by them. "You Bring Out the Worst in Me."
Mm-hmm.
I love slow. How slow it just goes in, and it's slow. And then I'll be honest, like I really nerd out when he's like, "You put a knife in me," and you hear the sing in the back. I'm like, "Oh, that was dope.
Yeah,
that was cool." But I just like.
But then it gets into it though. It goes slow, and then it gets into it when he starts going, and then it goes back to slow.
Yeah, I love that. Like it's just so calm, and then the chorus just bam, like it hits hard. It reminds me, it's nowhere near it, but it reminds me of Stalemate, where the chorus is slow, and then no, you know what? Maybe not Stalemate. Maybe Stinkfinger, when it's just kind of a slow, and then the chorus just like explodes. But I love that song a lot. Then
that's a good song.
Yeah, then we roll into
this dude. Love the Hate.
Yeah.
This is the album, right? They're ripping on each other. They still suck type deal, and I love it. This song's pretty funny.
This song is funny. It's crazy.
I hate the biscuit.
I heard that all through high school. This song is what I heard from so many people.
That's what I said. It's the album. This is how it was.
It was kind of. It reminds me of like their 8 Mile moment. Like, all right, I already know everything you're gonna say, so I might as well turn it on its ear.
Exactly what I thought too. Is Eminem sitting there on 8 Mile and just rips himself that way. He. What else you got to say?
Yeah.
What else you got? Huh?
Yeah. Now what do you have to say? You know what I mean? But yeah. I mean, they that was it. Like, what are you gonna say afterwards on that? Any of that? So it is what it be. I don't know who that is in that.
Oh, the
song.
dude who opens up.
Yeah.
I hate the biscuit. I don't know. Is that who you're talking about?
Yeah. I have no. It's not even on here. I have no clue who that is singing that song.
I'll have to try to look that up.
Yeah.
Might be one of them. Shit.
Yeah. And then for me, I would say probably the biggest surprise on the album was Barnacle, where it's like a grunge.
Grunge. Yep.
Yeah.
I have that actually right there. Barnacle grunge. I was like,
yeah. I was like,
because it comes in, it's just like, it's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, you rob my patience. I was like, this is fucking awesome. This is like, it felt like Nirvana, but a little beefed up.
Yeah.
You know,
another short song too, real short. I think it's less than 2 minutes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just it goes in, it does not fucking let up, and then it ends. And then it ends. But yeah, that song was awesome. I heard that one live, and it sounded amazing.
Yeah, dude. It was not. I thought it was all right. Dude,
yeah. I love that song.
It's so crazy because this album has got so much shit on it, and I don't understand why. It's like, are those like the fans that they're later on, like they weren't the original fans like in the early 2000s. Mm-hmm. Just maybe they're later fans. They're just this ain't Bizkit. I know. Like I don't get it, because I was like, when I heard this album, I was like, dude, this is like old Limp Bizkit. Like it sounds like, to me, it brought back a lot of those memories from, like 2000 and shit like that. So it's like, I don't understand why people ripped on it so much. And this was one of the songs.
It was just one of the...
Barnacle sucks, man. It's like,
really?
Yeah. I do. Wow. I watched so many people, videos and shit about people saying how bad they didn't care for this song. And I'm like, dude, you guys are like out of...
I thought it was the biggest surprise, because I never picture Wes playing anything like that. Grungy.
Because he's always that crazy fucking riff dude. Yeah. Right? It's not in this song.
Wow, that's wild. That's wild. I thought that would be one of the more like songs on the album. That's actually a cool ass song. I thought.
Like songs is like the two I like. One of the most. Well, one's about to come up in a minute. Out of Style was a big one that a lot of people liked, which I agree. I liked that song a lot.
Yeah. So the next one, and this is Empty Hole. This is where I start having an issue with the length of the album, because you just start feeling it, you get going, and then it has a slow song.
Another acoustic?
Yeah, another acoustic song, and it's like, man, I kind of want to get going, but there's nothing like really necessarily afterwards that like really, there's no like, the sound's not as consistent. Like there's a lot of different sound, like what you said, there's a lot of different sounds on this album, to where you'll have classic Limp Bizkit, then you have the slower songs, and then there's like a fucking pop song on this album, and it's just like, it's just a bunch of different tastes really quick, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But yeah, like Empty Hole, for me, it's a good song, but it's easily for me like the most forgettable.
Yeah.
Like I'm not into it as much as I am with everything else.
Well, it doesn't, to me, it didn't compare like Don't Change did. Like that. Right. I felt Don't Change. Like I like that acoustic, because that's something you never get with Limp Bizkit. And you're like, oh dude, this is good. Like you said, it was very emotional. Like it really felt like it was from the heart. And I was like, dude, that's why I said he can sing, man. He can actually fucking sing when he wants to. And then this one came on. I was like, I
didn't feel it as much.
It was okay, but I agree with you. Like you get going, because especially with like Barnacle, and then it's like, oh, we're gonna slow it back down to 1 again.
Yeah.
Like, oh, damn, dude. Okay. And then it picks right back up.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't think that one should have been on there, or maybe as a bonus track or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. The end of the album's really weird. It hits it like after Barnacle, it's like they never maintain the song. Like you said, there's a lot of different songs, but the beginning of the album stays consistent. Mm-hmm. Like Out of Style, Dirty Rotten Biscuit, Dad Vibes, Turn It Up Bitch, all the way up to Don't Change. It has a consistency to it. Like, okay, this is Limp Bizkit. And then it does it again. You bring out The Worst of Me, Love the Hate, Barnacle. There's a consistency there. But then Empty Hole comes on, and then now we have 4 different songs that sound like 4 different what's the word I'm looking for? Types of music. Genres, yes. Jeez. Yeah. Wow, that
it's
hurt.
okay. You know, it's been a while.
Wow, yeah. But so yeah, let's go into Pill Popper.
Yes.
I fucking love this song.
A big shot at today's freaking opioid crisis, I would say.
Yeah, yes, big one. I've actually, you know what's crazy, that opioid crisis is like, I've just like really opened my eyes to that like recently. Mm-hmm. And that was because that show Dope Sick with Michael Keaton came on Hulu. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I never realized how fucked up that whole situation is. And I was like, dude, wow, and this is a big shot at it. And I can't help but to think with this song, do you remember back in 2003 when Limp Bizkit released The Unquestionable Truth Part 1?
I'd have to hear it again.
It was an EP to where like Limp Bizkit came back, Wes Borland came back to the band.
Okay.
And they recorded, I think, I want to say like 6 songs. And Fred was on this whole thing like, we're going to take over for Rage Against the Machine. And it was different. I don't know how to explain. It was very dirty compared to, it was like a dirty sounding Limp Bizkit compared to everything else. But the way Pill Popper sounds, I'm like, man, this sounds like something that would have come off of that album, because there was supposed to be a part 2, and that never got released. Limp Bizkit's full of promises that just never followed through. But I was like, man, I think this song was in works with The Unquestionable Truth Part 2. I just had that vibe from it. It's more political, I guess.
Oh, for sure.
Political.
For sure.
Yeah. And the drumming. But
I'm hearing it.
yeah. But yeah, that's just, but yeah, this song I think is one of the. Yeah.
This song was cool.
Wes is gnarly in this one.
Yeah.
He is gnarly in that one.
It's his typical Wes.
Yep. So then,
there ain't no one like him too. You know that?
No.
I know we've talked about this before. Whenever that last episode we did Limp Bizkit topic on it, man, that was a while ago too. Yeah. Damn, that was a really long time ago. But no one is like Wes Borland, dude.
No one. I was talking to my brother and watching the guitarist from Nothing More play and how he gets his sounds. I was like, man, he's creeping on some like Wes Borland vibes, but still there's just Wes Borland. Like, yeah,
he's a whole nother style.
Yeah, he is so fucking nuts. So
yeah.
So then they change gears again. They just change gears so fast in this last 4 minutes. Mm-hmm. Snacky Poo, which I'll be honest, Brandon, apparently there is a fucking mental illness to where you have a hard time listening to people eat or breathe heavy. I have that. So when
I have that too.
When he opens up the bag of chips and he's just like,
see, that don't bother me.
I'm like,
but when you hear that,
like
that sound, that's what gets me.
Yeah,
it's like
they break the seal. They keep breaking the seal.
We got this. My boss, he literally had to leave the office because we got these new engineers. He had to leave the office a few times. He goes, I can't be in there when he eats. I'm like, why? He goes, he's so loud. I go, put headphones on, dude. He's like, I do. I was like, damn, man, that's messed up.
Dude, I would kill someone. I'd kill someone. What
but even the other night, my son, we were sitting on the couch together and we were watching, I didn't remember what we were watching, but he had, what did he have? He was eating something. I was like, dude, shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
When you chew. Okay? He's like, why? You're just messing around. I go, no, seriously. Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
He's like, okay.
Yeah. There's a murderous rage building inside me. If you keep making these sounds while you're eating. Oh my God.
I get it.
Yeah, this song is. I'll be honest. This song's a lot of fun, and oddly
I do.
enough, it's the longest fucking song on the album.
It is very long. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah,
It's well over 3 minutes. I think it actually getting closer to 4.
Yeah, gotta love the crickets. Yeah.
This is the song I was going to say. Like people would talk about this album. This is one of the songs that came up as most liked out of all of the songs.
Really?
Yeah. Snacky Poo, Out of Style. Don't Change was on there. Can't remember that. I looked at a bunch of people, like just thoughts on what they review, and like I said, I was surprised, and I guess I did. Maybe I'm oblivious to it. I'm surprised on how many people didn't care for this album.
That's crazy because, well, here, let's wrap up real quick on Goodbye.
Yeah. That
was weird. But I'll be honest, I enjoyed the shit out of it. Mm-hmm. It's not one of my favorites.
Is it the beginning? To me, it was like, what song was it?
Goodbye, goodbye.
It kind of like the beginning had that Nelly. Oh shoot, what song was I thinking of? If you want to go and take a ride with me, the beginning is just like that. The first strum of the guitar, I was like, "Is this Nelly?" It's like, hold on, this is the wrong song. But it's interesting.
Yeah, just
again, that's a slow song, right? Just kind of
yeah.
To me, it does have like a kind of like a hip hop type of sound to it.
Yeah, it's very popish, but
and it's interesting.
He pulled it off. I think he pulled it off. He's able to pull it off.
Goodbye.
But yeah, that's weird. Because when this got released, I saw it had a lot of positive responses to it. I don't know. Are you watching like reviews from like YouTubers?
Just people on YouTubers. Yeah, people on YouTubers.
That's surprising.
YouTubers doing it. I read a few articles. They're not big time article like Rolling Stone or like them type. Who was the other one? I can't think of the other one. Loudwire, I think one was, but
Loudwire gave it a big one. A big
review. They were good, but like I said, it wasn't no big company that was doing these reviews. It was just smaller type companies, and I think they're just like not full on Limp Bizkit fans.
Yeah, maybe they should get
and
it. That's
the only one I could think of. It's just like, and we've talked about other albums before too. Like, wow, this, for instance, Korn. We were like how like badass their last album was, and it got kind of not 100% crap on, but there was a lot of people still crapped on it. And it's like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah,
like this is a solid album.
There's just some people, they're just not gonna.
No, they want I want it back 20 years ago, and it's like, dude, we're not there no more.
It's gone.
These guys are in their fucking 50s. All right?
Yeah.
Look at Rolling Stone. Like
right.
Give them a fucking chance. Like you're not gonna get what they got 20 years ago. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I do. I just thought it was something good. Just to. It's not like they're not putting it out to like change the world. They're like, you know what? We're just gonna put out a fun album. Enjoy it or don't. And I thought it was their strongest effort since Chocolate Starfish. That's for sure.
Oh, they definitely
not
did. Yeah.
Not that I hate Results May Vary. Results May Vary is just so different. Like that is that one has to be put on its own, because like actually I thought Results May Vary, there's a lot of songs in there like, well, I didn't know Fred could write a song like that, like, but it just wasn't it wasn't like Limp Bizkit. That almost sounds like it almost sounds like a side project. But
yeah, I guess I can see that.
Just a lot of the songs were like, whoa. But yeah, this one, I was like, I thought this was a really strong effort. Apparently, according to Wes, they had like 35 songs over that 10-year period. to where Fred just kept scrapping lyrics, and then finally he was able to grab like a bunch of them that he was like okay with releasing, and that might be why we get so many.
That's like what we said about Korn for taking that 2-year hiatus or whatever. Yeah, it was 2 years, right? And how good. No, when was it? It wasn't 2 years. I think I'm getting lost now in my head. But they took time with the album, and was quality.
COVID made everybody.
That's exactly how I felt, like what you just said about him scrapping these lyrics. Like, nah, it's not good enough. Like, he's actually taking that time to present the quality of this. So,
and that's probably why we got so many different like flavors on such a short album. And I can't make up my mind if I like the short albums or not, because I went back and started listening like other albums, and Korn, Mudvayne, Slipknot, all that, and a lot of them are like 55 minutes long, 60 minutes long, and I don't know what it is, but I'm like, fuck, man, these feel long. And
I do like the longer albums too.
Yeah, like almost like overstaying their welcome. I don't know how to put it, but like this album, I think it works with being short. I think that it just works for it. Didn't overstay its welcome, did what it was supposed to do, and now I think my biggest concern is, okay, when's the next one coming? Like you said, they're in their 50s.
It's been a while now, right?
Yeah, they're in their 50s, so they can't wait another 10 years and release it when they're sick. God, we're getting old.
Well, that doesn't work. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
You have to, if you're gonna be relevant, you gotta be putting these out like every year, every other year. It's kind of like, man, but
yeah,
I'll take it.
Apparently, there's supposed to be another album coming out here soon. So Borland.
What's your what's that?
Yeah, it sounds like they're not taking some time off. They're fucking touring right now. But they said it won't be another 10 years, so that's good.
Thank God.
Yeah.
9.5.
Yeah, but no, I think it's a fun album. I don't think it's.
That's what I was gonna say. What's your overall opinion?
Overall, if I were to it's a fun album. It's, like I said, a lot of genres really fast in a short amount of time. I really wish, the only song I really wish I would just take it out would be Empty Hole. Just because
I can agree with that.
It doesn't, it almost acts like a speed bump than anything else. But, there's no, like I said, like some albums are really long and you take those, you have those ballads to give you a breather, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't needed. Like, just was not a needed song. But no, there was a lot of character to the album. I would give this one. I'd give this one a B. A B. I think it's a solid effort. I enjoy it. It's fun.
Yeah.
That's that.
Yeah, I agree.
How about you?
Yeah. I could probably go with the B as well. I feel like one of my favorite things about it is it really brings back to that classic Limp Bizkit sound that we loved, in the early 90s, late 90s, early 2000s. And like I said, we're fans who've been following them for years. This should be like a warm welcome back.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I know it's been 2.5 years, but still.
Well,
you good?
Oh, yeah. One thing is like, it leaves you wanting more, but then I'm not sure which more do I want. Do I want more Pill Popper? Do I want more?
Because, like you said, it's so many different styles on this.
Yeah. I do kind of wish, like, I'm like, you know what? It'd be kind of nice if they just released a banger. Just a fucking, like, I would like to hear probably more Pill Popper, to be honest.
Yeah. With that energy, that intensity, like, it's like, yeah, dude, start to finish.
They're so capable of it. They're so capable, and especially live. I mean, it's obvious they can work a crowd.
obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's not even from like the United States either. You know they're really popular at
In,
Australia.
Are they really? Europe
Dude, they're
too.
so popular in Australia.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. It's like that type of music is so much bigger. Like metal, hard rock is so much bigger in other continents than North America. Like North America is fucking weak.
I
Like
don't know. It's weird.
yeah, like I'm like eh. But yeah, bands like that, like Limp Bizkit's, like they could not do that in America. Like even with Lollapalooza in 2021,
Mm-hmm.
that did like they got the crowd moving, but they weren't showing up like that Lollapalooza in Argentina. Like that was next level.
No shit.
Yeah. So.
But no, they yeah. I'd like to say they're back. But I mean, goddamn, dude, it's been 2.5 years already.
I know they need to strike while the iron's hot.
And hopefully, what you said is true. Like there's something soon.
Yeah. Yep. Well, we
But,
got.
I mean, even there, I get from what I've read and heard down in Argentina, they're lit up, man. So maybe this is what they needed to get that last bit out. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. So it's crazy.
Time will tell. Time will tell.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all I got for that one.
Cool. All
right. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Like, share, subscribe. All podcast platforms. Facebook, YouTube, X, and Instagram.
Yay.
Yeah.
Instagram's been increasing a little bit, so that's good.
Cool. Yeah, we'll get I'll get that Jim Jones episode written up. We'll record here shortly and get some more content out. And until then, hope you guys enjoyed this one.
Until next time, my friends.
See you later.